Alright, well, you're gonna wanna, so it's the exact same on each side, so I'll only show one side in this video. And this is the suspension I got. I didn't realize it was the cheapest, it was not the cheapest brand, but I didn't realize it was this cheap, but whatever. It's good. It's better than blowing out shock, I guess, and slamming front end. But so first you're gonna want to take off the wheel, but don't jack it up yet. Loosen all the lug nuts. Alright, now jack the car up. And when you jack it up, you're gonna want the jack set on the frame rail. And you're gonna want, well, you don't have to, but just make sure the parking brake's up and it's in gear, or just the parking brake is up. I have manual, so just put it in gear if you have a manual, and if not, put it in park, yank the parking brake, and use wheel chocks if you have them on the back, on the rear wheels. Now once you're in here with the wheel off, you will see all of this. That bolt, that, and that. Right there. You'll need to take all 4 of those off, but first, take that bolt off, or that little fastener off, and then take that little one right there off. Take that little one right there off. And then, trick is with this, so you don't need to get in alignment after. You might want to anyways if you care to, but this is a camber bolt, and there's like a little lobe, and it adjusts like a little amount of camber on your wheel. So mark off where the bolt already is, and make sure to put it back on that way. So like if the bolt, just mark a line to the left of it right here and to the top of it right here, and make sure when you put it back on that that line right there goes up and that line goes that way, and that's like really the best you can do. And I believe some models have it down there too, or it might be on this one, but I don't know, I don't think it does actually, but some models do, so just be aware. And then after you take those bolts off, you're gonna want to take the top bolts off, and then I'll show you what to do from there. $12mm right here, this brake line. I've had these strip out before, or just snap on me. Okay, that didn't snap. Luckily I'm working on a car, or my car, that is from the south, so. Before trying to take these off, make sure to PV blast it, and these bolts are 19mm. So you have one on one side, the other on the other side, pull against each other, or just prop it up against something and yank the other. You guys will figure it out when you do it, if you do it. Repeat for the next one. By the way, if you forget where the washer goes, on either top or bottom, mine came on the top, and I've always just left it on the top, so just put it on the top, or just remember where yours came from. Alright, from the top now, just take these 3 off, and you're gonna want to knock these out. Before you take those off fully, you're gonna want to knock these out, but loosen them first. So make sure these bolts are out, both the bolts, and then finally take all 3 of those bolts off on the top, and then you can wiggle this thing out by usually you can just move this and it will come straight out, and then you drop it down. Alright, all the bolts are out. I'm gonna try to finagle this thing. Let's get this thing out. All right, now let's try to finagle this new strut in. Once you get it up in there, you're gonna definitely want to go put those nuts on quick, just loosely though. Do reverse order here. Okay. All good. But okay, all the bolts are in, and now we just gotta put it back together. It's honestly straightforward. You just put it on, and I'll tell you guys the torque specs for everything. Just put everything back together now. All right, so for the bottom suspension bolts, those two, you torque it to 125, no 129 foot-pounds, and then you torque the top to 100, or actually not 100, 14.5. But torque it down once you lower the car down. Don't torque it up in the air. That's just what I think. There you go. All you gotta do is now put your wheel back on, and everything should be done. Yep, just everything I got my next project right there. But so I just finished putting everything together, and I'm gonna go test drive it and see the difference. So before I replaced these because my front end was clunking when I went over bumps, and it's either that and the control arms, or just that, or just the control arms, or for some reason something else. But that's what I can think of right now, and that's what makes sense. So another video on replacing the power steering will be coming soon, but I'm gonna go test it out and give you a quick review on these FSC, whatever they are, the strut setup. And yeah, I'll be right back. Well, it's honestly great. The shocks are like, the whole setup's just great. There's like barely any body roll now, and I noticed the sound definitely went down. There's still some sound, and I think it's the control arm bushings that are completely shot on mine. But I believe that if I replace the rear shocks, strut setup, I bet if I replace the whole strut setup in the back, it would be next level. Honestly, the body roll is just, there's like none in the front. Like on it, like when you go over a bump, it's very smooth, but when you go over a bump in the back, it's like boom. So I'm pretty sure those need to be replaced. I should do that soon, and I'll make a video about that. But in the meantime, I'm gonna get started on this. I'm gonna make a YouTube video about that too. Alrighty.